Hello everyone, Wayne from the CERN Earth and Space Center here. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at what you can find in your December skies. So we'll take a look at some of the bright stars and objects and shapes that we can find in our skies during this month of December. So without any further ado, let's load up our sky simulator, Stellarium, and jump right in. So here we are, standing in front of the CERN Earth and Space Center at Triton College in River Grove, Illinois. We have our date set for December 15th, so right in the middle of the month, and our time set for 10 o'clock at night. It is way after the sun sets, so it'll be nice and dark outside. Much later than we usually show. We usually show only a couple hours after the sun sets, but for this, we're going to take a look at some of the rising winter constellations, so I wanted to make sure all of those were visible in the sky. We're facing towards the west right now, looking at the CERN Earth and Space Center, and just above, you'll see four bright stars here that make up the Great Square of Pegasus, who we can see in the sky right here. Pegasus is an autumn time constellation, so you're not going to be able to see Pegasus for too much longer. It'll be getting closer and closer towards the horizon as the months go on, and by January, mid-January, late February, you'll be able to not see it anymore until next autumn. Just a little bit higher up in the sky towards the southwest, I see a very bright orange object, and that is the planet Mars. Going to be very bright and visible in the sky for a few months yet to come. And then as we turn towards the south, we have a few bright stars and objects. And as we turn towards the southeast and the east is when we're going to get a good look at all of these wintertime groups of stars. Now, there are several very bright groups of stars that I want to focus on here towards the east-southeast part of the sky. It's one of the most recognized areas of the sky. A lot of easy-to-find shapes and very bright stars in there. We can see over here we have the very familiar shape of Orion the Hunter. Click on that there. You can see Orion with his 3 stars in his belt. A couple bright stars down here by his feet, and a couple bright stars up here by his elbows. All those make Orion very easy to spot, and Orion is going to be our starting off point for finding what we like to call the winter circle. It's a group of some very bright stars in the sky that make a sort of haphazard circle in the sky. So once you find one of them, you can work your way around and find them all. And we'll start with this bright blue star by the feet of Rigel, or by the feet of Orion. That star's name is Rigel. So once you find that, then if you continue going down towards the horizon, you'll see a very bright star here. And in fact, this is the brightest star that you can see in the nighttime sky. It's called Sirius, the dog star, which is very fitting because its shape is Canis Major, or the big dog. Now, you might be thinking that since there's a big dog in the sky, there's probably going to be a little dog as well, and you are correct. If we keep drawing that circle across the sky, we'll come towards another bright star right here, not quite as bright as Sirius. Its name is Procyon, and it is the brightest star in the constellation of Canis Minor, or the little dog. These are the 2 hunting dogs of Orion, and I'll bring up the stick figure for that, and you'll see it's a very simple shape, just a stick in the sky, just a single line connecting 2 stars. One is much brighter than the other, and once you find that, then you have found that little dog. I know it looks more like a hot dog, but if you stretch your imagination, you might be able to see the little dog there. I'll bring up the pictures really quickly so we can see it is supposed to be a little dog in the sky. I'll get rid of the pictures and keep the stick figures up there, and we'll keep drawing that big circle around the sky, and we'll come to these 2 stars right here. They're very close in brightness. They look very similar, so we call them the twin stars. Their individual names are Castor and Pollux, and they make up the heads of the Gemini twins. So you can see the 2 twins standing there. There's Castor is the top of those stars for us right now, and Pollux is the one that's on the bottom. They're very, very close in brightness, so they're going to look very similar in the sky. Helps you spot them, though, because they do look so alike, and they're right next to each other. Now, if we continue, we'll keep Sirius in view here, so we can draw our big circle and keep going around. We'll come to this bright star right here, and its name is Capella. It is in the constellation of Auriga. It's called the Goat Star because Auriga is a charioteer who is carrying a baby goat. I'll bring up the pictures once again so we can see that he's got the goats in his hand right there, and there he is in the sky. And then we'll continue finishing up our circle, coming back down around towards Rigel, but on our way we'll pass this bright orange star here named Aldebaran, which means Eye of the Bull, and that is very fitting because it is in the constellation of Taurus the Bull. So you can find all of these bright stars in this one area of the sky, some very recognizable shapes, and they make this kind of wonky looking circle up there. But if you're looking towards that area, you should be able to spot Orion very easily, and from there you can work your way around and find all of these other really cool shapes out there. Now that we know how to find our winter circle and some of those bright groups of stars in our southeastern skies this upcoming month, make sure that you get out there and take a look for yourself. If you can't get out there every night, that's okay. Get out when you can. Just remember that you need to take a look at your night skies. Once again, my name is Wayne from the CERN Earth and Space Center. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the video.